Sonik. And it's Sonik indeed. Likely, hopefully, maybe. Uh, anyway, today I have chosen, yeah, the one of the channels just downloaded, posted to replace of these games, um, by not so famous players. Again, we're going down into tier 2, tier 3 Warcraft scene. And it's completely fine. I mean, both Leon and Sini, Koro, Sini, uh, are not completely unknown, so it likely not be a shit show, as I watched like 3 days ago, 2 days ago. But these guys are still not that famous, so it likely not be an optimal game. Okay, we're looking at Autumn Leaves, we're looking at Human against Night Elf. Again, Night Elf is at the disadvantage here, but I guess at tier 2 disadvantage is not so high as in pro play. In top tier of pro play, let's say so. Okay, let's... Yeah, let's click the button. What does the button do? I have absolutely no idea. It was a good peasant pool, but peasants pool are not very optimal and... Oh no! Almost. That was close, and trolls will still destroy... That's a disaster. He had to instantly unroot the tree, and then he had to, of course, just eat a tree, and he had to move at least 2 wisps towards his Ancient of War. I mean, you can either move 2 wisps towards your Ancient of War, make an archer, pull creeps with an archer, eat a tree, then creep normally. Or you can unroot the tree, unroot your Ancient, eat a tree, creep normally, and then without an archer, yeah. Not so normally, but you'll have Demon Hunter, it will be enough. And now he lost 150 and 150, more or less. Not really 150. Of course, the Ancient of War doesn't cost 150, for hell's sake. Anyway, I completely forgot how much Elven buildings cost. I'm not a Night Elf. No, it's 150 and 50. Yeah, of course. No? Yes? Ah! We've got Mountain King with a lot of booties. Leon will try to recreate normal quick expansion strat. Now we've got... it was made a bit harder right now because both trolls will be bloodlusted. And it adds a lot of damage. Demon Hunter for some reason decided to go for Mana Burn, but Mana Burn level 1 doesn't really do it against Mountain King. That was a good Moonwell. The only reason Night Elf is still in this game is because of this Moonwell. And now Leon will just... creep this spot, make his expansion. That was a good steal. That was absolutely amazing steal. And now Mountain King is out of mana, but Demon Hunter is out of HP, and the problem with that for Human is that he will not regain his mana quickly enough. He needs to creep the central shop, which he is doing right now, I believe now. Okay. Level 3 may have saved him, but no. Oh, Night Elf decides to creep. That's not a good idea. You got your HP replenished in Moonwells, and Mountain King will not have his mana replenished in anything because he doesn't even have a shop. So you can be as aggressive as you only want, and creep with only archers. Instead, he opts for level 2, he takes Immolation, which is very questionable here because, again, he isn't doing anything with it. He isn't being aggressive, he isn't attacking his ops base, he isn't attacking his ops expansion, while Mountain King, of course, is suffering from having not enough mana, and that was expected. And now he got all the immo in the world, but he's surrounded, and he will have to use a TP. Or not. Yeah, that was a bit unlucky for human with bashes. The hell are you trying to do? Yeah, that was extremely close. Turning immolation is not a good idea here. Just beat the crap out of the dwarf normal way. He'll have his Huntress Hall in time. I doubt he'll go for Huntresses. It's a bit late. He's making his expo. Human has an established expo, of course, but still no shop. It's only now that he decides to make a shop, and of course it's very late. I would expect him to have this shop like 30-40 seconds ago, so Mountain King can instantly heal up his army. And in this case, he would be able to cancel this expansion. Yes, it's a bad place for a Night Elves expansion on this map, because of course human will, can go tier 3 and make 2 workshops, try to make tanks, and of course if you make tanks you can make mortar teams, and mortar teams can kill this expansion, or at least your entangled gold mine from the other side of the river.
Players' forces are under attack.
And they can... Another item that goes to human, not to Night Elf. Yeah, just burn the Mountain King. No, he's too afraid of the surround, which is understandable, but eh. The best place for a tree will be on top right side of this gold mine. Yeah, this way. He's going the right way, but I guess it's just auto, I think. Ancient of War died for some reason. He just moved it into the creep camp. And human got how many? 9 footies. And 9 footies is enough to cancel this gold mine. Leon is just too afraid to do so, but I guess he's waiting for a defense upgrade. I hope he's waiting for the defense upgrade, otherwise I have absolutely no clue what he's waiting for. What are you waiting for? Just cancel this gold mine and win the game. No, the gnome is not interested. Of course he may try to steal this creep, but this is so unimportant. Yeah, just cancel the gold mine. Finally he's doing it. And focusing Mountain King here is not a good idea. Just kill all the footies. Because you will not get a lot from killing Mountain King, and you will not be able to kill the Mountain King. On top of that. And he could have killed 3 footmen while he was attacking MK. At least he got a very reasonable creeping route, although human is going tier 3 as I would assume. Archmage is out, now human got Aura. Maybe with an Archmage and an Aura he isn't going tier 3, maybe he's going casters, but I can see if he's making... He should be making casters already if he was going for them. I mean, he should have his tier 2 and his Arcane Sanctums ready. If not, then something was delayed. Footies are coming back, first bear is out, tier 3 is not ready yet, but it's on the way. Human got 2 scrolls. Yeah, it's likely casters. There is no reason to buy 2 scrolls if you're not going for 70-foot push. And he is pumping up his production. So it was just a bit late tier 2 and a bit late tier 2 buildings. Now it's a good moment to trade all these footies. You don't need footies any longer. But of course, it would be a good moment to trade all these footies for something. Like you attack with your army on an expansion, while 4 footies are going into the main base and trying to cancel the gold mine. Maybe 5 footies. How many does he have now? Like 7? Okay, Night Elf got a very good item for him, because it's the healing, it's an inability to recharge, which Night Elf will suffer the most from. And now Night Elf will die. I mean, would die if this game wasn't posted here, but I'd assume that human failed
Forces are under attack.
horribly in his attack. Where are your peasants? Peasants again. The bears, of course, should try to kill a spellbreaker. Not footies. You don't generally give a crap about footies. Spellbreakers are way more interesting. One bear will go down because Naga was slow on a TP. No. A TP stuff of replenishment, stuff of restoration, stuff of saving. Human is out of position, and horribly out of position. Archmage finally got himself his blizzard, but Mountain King just went and destroyed this ward. Night Elf got one more, but I doubt Night Elf should be able to defend this push, but the game lasted for quite a while. So he did. How the hell? I mean, that's normal push from human against the Night Elf. That's why the matchup is a bit imbalanced right now, because Mountain King with 7-9 footies is just too good, and Huntresses are just so bad. A bit imbalanced. Yeah, a bit imbalanced. Destroy Moonwolf. You should kill all the Moonwolves. I mean, killing bears is completely fine, but you generally want to kill Moonwolves. Killing lords also will do. Not running after Demon Hunter in his own base is also a good idea. I mean, I'm not certain, but usually it's quite a good idea. And Demon Hunter will die again. Human got such an advantage, such an insane advantage that I have absolutely no freaking idea how did he lose. He killed a hero twice. Demon Hunter was brought back from the tavern twice, but he didn't really deal a lot of damage to an infrastructure. And now he started to lose units and his heroes out of HP, and Demon Hunter finally was saved. There's a killing sorcerers, sorceresses. That was stupid. That was unbelievably stupid.
player's forces are
I
under
was
attack.
hoping that it will be a good match. Human just threw it away. He had incredibly overpowered army in this situation. He had all the advantages, but he didn't kill Moonwells. He didn't build towers. Right now he decides to go, oh, towers. Yeah, that's something I can establish. But your heroes are at half HP. You've got what? Oh no, he got 3 priests. That will be enough. But Night Elf is at 60, and Night Elf got himself first armor. Is likely making either first attack or second armor. Mountain King needs more mana. Yeah, all the mana you can get. Scrolls are being used, healing potion is being used. There's a rampaging, but human got sword just to slow the bears. And blizzard the bears down. And blizzard the bears, not your Mountain King and not a single bear. While 3 other bears are killing you. Okay, Thomas got cancelled. Oh, maybe destroyed, but likely cancelled. Mountain King is level 3, but human is losing army, human is losing mana, and without mana, human can fight. Mountain King should buy another mana po. Oh, he doesn't have money. Why? How did you? I got no idea. No, Demon Hunter is level 4. When Demon Hunter gets to level 5, he'll become significantly more powerful. And when he gets to level 6, he'll be able to deal with a human army with all these rifle casters almost by himself. And of course Naga at level 5 is also not a hero you can ignore. Yes, Naga is not as good as Panda usually in this scenario, but Force Lightning is still a good spell. A very good spell. What will happen in the next 20 minutes or so? Well, there will not be the next 20 minutes or so. Human will attempt another attack and he will just die because he's doing everything wrong. I don't know why he's doing. He got such a good basics. He was doing everything correctly, but
forces are under attack.
this attack was just a devastation when he was running after Demon Hunter, killing Demon Hunter a few times, but generally speaking, losing his army without achieving much. And one thing Night Elf is good at is replenishing his army. Human is also amazing at replenishing his army, do not misunderstand me, but Night Elf got what? 7 bears now? Yeah, and human is still completely relying on rifle casters, I mean spellbreaker casters, and it's too many spellbreakers to rifles ratio. Because of course spellbreakers also do have medium armor, but they can't kite this easy.
A player's forces are under attack.
You need a bit more rifles, and you need level 4 on your Archmage, and I guess that's what human is trying to achieve. This Dryad is a godsend. This Dryad is doing her job. The daughter of the forest. Paid whatever debts she could have to this forest. Yeah, the daughter paid them tenfold. Rifles are damaged, the Archmage of course is blizzarding, but not a perfect place for a blizzard. It would be quite a good idea to burn the Archmage because he got enough mana for what, one more blizzard. He continues to drop ice shards on the enemies and sort of works. Bears are dying. Militia was pulled, 2 bears died, and not much died on the side of the human, except for his mana. Yeah, mana. But mana is very important. In this scenario, you should burn down Mountain King, otherwise you'll lose a bear. Yep, yeah, that's exactly what happened. So, what humans should do now? The switch? Oh god, I was waiting for you, dear bot. How could you please jump from the cliff and die? Thank you. You're not existent, so I can wish whatever punishment to you I only want. You're not a real human.
A player's forces are
So
under
this...
attack.
That's... He remade the protector. Which is... that's fine. Demon Hunter is suffering, but human heroes are out of mana. That's the only blizzard human got now. And Mountain King doesn't have any mana potions. Archmage doesn't have any mana potions. And without Blizzard, without Stormbolt, you can't win in this scenario. You rely on your mana. You are human. On tier 2 with casters. Mountain King is almost dead, but you can't chase him. You can kill him if you burn him down, I guess. But it would be not a good decision. Demon Hunter is also heavily damaged, and of course Naga is slow with her stuff. I believe that stuff was ready. Of course it was ready, for hell's sake. They both do not save their bears often enough. I mean, the units in general, because human doesn't have any stuff of
A player's forces are under attack.
restoration. No. Recuperation. No. That's the first time in this game Demon Hunter was brought back from the tavern. Now he's out of mana and Archmage got all the mana in the world to spam Blizzard. And whatever Night Elf is doing in the center of the map, he should stop doing it. Finally Demon Hunter was saved, but the 2 bears will pay dearly for it. Okay, 1 bear. It's a long overdue for human to make workshop, to make a few mortar teams, and to cancel Night Elf's expansion. But instead, he is constantly going for towers and shops and whatnot. And that's not really that often. Now Night Elf decides to go for an anti-magic potion. Survive longer against Mountain King. It's not very good idea, but fine. Oh, he moved the protector. That's a good idea. Bears are dying, but so are Spellbreakers. Both players got their expansions. That was not a good place for a Mountain King to be. Another Dryad died, but that's fine. Naga is almost at full mana. I have absolutely no idea why finally she is using her spells. I mean, yes, spell breakers are immune, but there are enough rifles, enough priests, enough zorks to get something out of it. Demon Hunter is at full HP, and now mana burn level 3 is quite painful. Archmage now will lose the remainder of his mana. Is there such a word? Remainder? Yeah, like... I know a word, reminder, but a different thing. Archmage goes down, because you're not really immune to damage while you're using Blizzard, and he forgot about it completely. Anyway, that was quiet. A disappointing match, to be honest. Next. Yumiko against Sonik. Let me change the name of the stream. Okay, Leon against Sini. Yumiko against Sonik. No, not here. That's a different tab. I need my Twitch tab, and on the Twitch tab I need to change the info of my stream. Yumiko against Sonik. Yep. Okay. Please provide more entertainment. I mean, Yumiko is better than whoever was playing human in the previous game. Sonic is quite a good night elf. Again, tier 2 player. But these are truly tier 2 players, the previous ones were about tier 3 or so. And the map is Equals. Again, it's quite easy for both players to establish expansions. We're talking about heavily investing in mercs here if you want an expansion, and Knight, and it'll likely be Mountain King, because with an Archmage you will not have a good... no. Oh. So, right now Human is hoping to buy the first priest, I would assume. And Night Elf is just giving his first priest to the Human, while getting a random hero. A Fire Lord for a Night Elf. Yes! Finally something juicy. Mountain King is completely fine on Echo Elves. I don't know why Human didn't go for a Mountain King, but... I guess if you are able to buy an enemy's priest in the Merc camp, and then you buy your own priest, Archmage is superior, because additional damage from elementals when you've got all the dispel and your enemy got none is so good. But at the same time, it's true for Mountain King as well. I honestly have no idea why did he went for an Archmage. Yes, you've got two spots that you can creep with just peasants and elementals, and then two more, because the spots on the bottom and even Morlocks can be grabbed without a hero. Large Morlocks, I mean. You just need an elemental and a few focus. Night Elf, meanwhile, is doing the same. Again, he's creeping without a hero, just response. Summons, lava spawns, whatever they are called. What's gonna happen next? I would assume Human will try to establish an oh no, he's going for his merc. so no expansion from human, but Night Elf can always try to at least start an expansion. He doesn't have to establish it right now, just start the 3. No? He'll save for a Hunter's Call, he'll save for tier 2 buildings then. I mean, he placed Wisp in a proper position, but it also can be
Players'
scouting
forces
Wisps.
are under attack.
No dispel from this Wisp, but of course Night Elf was aware that something killed it. And now Human is establishing his expansion, he got himself a priest. That's a late expansion for Human. And the problem with such a late expansion is that if Night Elf decides to go for Quick Bears, you're wrecked. And no, Night Elf decides to go for his own expo instead. That's very acceptable. Because Night Elf may have like 4 bears and attack your main and just destroy your main, your altar, whatever he wants, and then TP out, and it wouldn't matter that you got an expansion or not. Firelord is 3.3, he knows where he's going. I hope so.
The town is under siege. A player's forces
Yeah,
are under
of
attack.
course, he should know. This tree is not safe any longer. It never really was safe, to be honest. On Echo Isles, there are very few safe trees for Wisps on this map. And we've got Panda. Firelord Panda is an interesting combination, not very synergetic, but Panda is in generally just good against human.
Players' forces are under
With
attack.
such a slow, such a late expansion and a lot of footies, because human isn't trading footies properly. When you've got such a late expansion, you need to do something on an enemy's base. Otherwise, that's what's gonna happen, you'll be harassed, Panda will gain level in the meanwhile. Poor beasts. But priests are out of mana. Panda got himself close, of course close will be given to Firelord. Panda is getting close to level 2, but not there
Players'
yet.
forces are under attack.
3 for some reason isn't moving. Move your freaking main! Expansion. It's... And the first Huntress is ready. What? Why did you decide to make a Huntress? What's wrong with your expo? Why is it still not uprooted and not... And Firelord is killing his own... Eh? Yeah, Firelord was killing his own beast. Is there a bug? No, he was able to uproot it quite without any problem. And Firelord buys an invul, but he will have to use it right now. Oh, use a TP, that's also right. That was about 20 or so seconds wasted on Night Elf's expansion. I'm really sad about it, because Sonik is a good player, and now he's just afraid that human will attack him and just destroy his expo. Because if human decides to surround your tree and prevent it from healing by eating other trees, of course. That was a good split. Elementals were split, and Mansion is moving towards its position again. Yeah, Nigel will be able to establish his expo, but I don't know what Human is doing right now. If Human is going for tier 3, and then if Human is going for tanks, Night Elf will not have Panda level 3, Night Elf will not have enough bears to stop the tanks, and Tank Armada will just destroy 4, 5 Moonwills. Nah, 3, even 2 will be enough, really. Finally, Druids got the Dispels, so it's a lot of experience for a Night Elf. And no, now you can do it. You can't do it with Huntresses. Because always human will be able to repair his buildings back. That's the problem with this nerf. No bouncing from buildings means your Huntresses are useless. And guard tower is up, of course, so this Huntress is... Really, Night Elf should kill this Huntress himself. I mean, I'm still traumatized by the previous game, where human just was throwing as hard as he only can. Panda will use another breath of fire. No? Okay. Just use it! Yes, it's a bit late. He would be able to catch a lot more units into his breath.
A player's forces are under attack.
That's a bad position for a rifle to be in, but that's only a rifle, yeah. And him decides to go tier 2, which is not so good when Panda is level 3 already and Night Elf has already established his expansion. What about tier 3 on the Night Elf? His tier 3 should be close to be ready. Dispel? Yeah, it should be dispelled. Mounting King is a bit late, this Dryad should leave, one Archer should die, additional Archer, I mean, one more Archer. What about Bears? You should have about 3 already or so. Since you're breaking 50 so easily, almost at the same time as Human does, but no, he doesn't have his tier 3 yet.
A player's forces are under attack.
These 2 Huntresses, god, these 2 Huntresses were not mandatory. I mean, it's practically 400 gold and 40 lumber. That's a lot of money. Huntresses are very, very pricey for tier 1 unit. But okay. So human is creating the best spot on the map. Night Elf is going for his Merc camp. 2 towers on an Archmage, that's interesting. Maybe he wants his second expo? No, it's likely just an attack on Night Elf's main, but... it's quite hard to do against Panda. When you don't have a single freaking Spellbreaker. Ancient of Wind is a bit out of position. And a large chunk of your army are Mercs. I mean, these 2 Merc priests are still alive, but they are not very important in this fight, in any fight, to be honest. This barrack is going down. I don't know why barracks are going down. I mean, I know why, but I don't know for what freaking reason Night Elf isn't defending them. That's Fire Breath. You need to pull Wisps to heal this Moonwell already. Really? Do it? Oh, okay. He doesn't have enough control, but it's a good moment to use another Fire Breath. Yeah. This priest will just die. A lot of bears will die, I guess. But Fire Breath is so freaking good in this scenario. There's a falling. Still got mana. Priests do not have unlimited mana. Yes, they can dispel lava spawns, but there is a limit. And human is slowly getting out of juice. Meanwhile, Dryad got all the dispels in the world to deal with these elementals. And of course they do not suffer all that much from Arcane Towers, since Arcane Towers deal normal damage. This Sork should die, this rifle should die. I doubt he should chase Archmage, but he can. Oh, Archmage gave boots to Monkey King. That was an interesting decision. And we've got 7 peasants just running around, standing next to a tree. Could you please save your freaking peasants? Could Night Elf please not let humans save all the peasants? This Ancient of Lore will leave, of course. Nothing is really in danger. I have absolutely no idea why Night Elf decided to go for this
Town
Tinker,
is
but
under siege.
he did. Who am I to blame him? He could have went for an alchemist, maybe for a priestess of the moon. What else? Keeper of the Grove? No, not really. Even something like a Dark Ranger with silence would be a good decision. But he went for a Tinker, for rockets, for second rocket barrage, especially if he'll... No, he doesn't really have any items to put on Tinker, and he will not get a lot out of the remaining creeps.
Players' forces are under
Human is
attack.
trying to creep, Human wants his Mountain King at level 5, because then Mountain King will present a significant danger to Panda. And of course Fire Lord, because the Fire Lord is relatively squishy, although ranged, of course. Mountain King got Mantle, Mountain King got Gem of Health and Evasion. He is quite a sturdy gnome, but nah. He's a dwarf. He can't hear me. He's a gnome. First passive on Tinker is here. But yeah, not that many items left on the map. Kill your own turtles. Yeah, he's going for his own turtles, and afterwards, human must attack, because Night Elf established his expansion later. Otherwise, human may decide to take the middle expansion, just send a few peasants, start building a wall of towers there, then make an expansion there, and it'll all be just fine. It will be a decent decision, to be honest, right now, because human is not weaker. Yes, right now he can't fight in the Night Elves. Oh, instead he's going for tier 3. That's acceptable, but still quite questionable. And it's freaking Vampiric War. Okay, the last spot on the map gives him the best item on the map. Human is retraining into Blizzard. Vampiric Aura will not save you from Blizzard, but yeah, but you can just position yourself properly and not fight in the tight corridors. Scroll? 2 scrolls? Yeah, quite likely. And a potion and Panda, Involum, Tinker. No scrolls whatsoever. You'll be quite unhappy to see that human... Oh, human got 2 and 1 on Mountain King. Maybe there are no scrolls in the shop at this moment. But damn, you'll be quite unhappy about the fact that human got himself Blizzard. Yep. Rockets, of course, counter Blizzard. Just little bit. One bear is worth it. You lost a droid on top of it, but that's fine. Something else died. Oh, an archer. He killed an archer. You should kill. No, he is at 80. He doesn't need to kill another archer. But you should rejuvenate your whole army.
Town is under
You should
siege.
have enough mana to do it. Do you though? Yeah, likely. The problem with human is that he doesn't try to take the middle expansion. And that's a mistake. That's a big mistake. You can absolutely make scout tower, you can absolutely upgrade scout tower maybe to there and just fight under the protection. That human is rebuilding his old expansion, which is a questionable choice. Night Elf is waiting, Night Elf is pulling wisps. And he attacks from behind. They came from behind! Oh, yes. They certainly did. Rockets are... It's the glorious rockets and breath. Will it be enough? Quite likely, Panda has been saved. And Panda will come back with more breaths and beer and nice stories. Oh, that was nice. And human is completely out of scrolls now, and Archmage got no TP. Yeah, that was just a glorious decision to fight in a Night Elf's base instead of establishing your own expansion. Beautiful! Sorry for being that toxic, but for hell's sake. So, Happy against TH, I'm not really interested in watching. Colorful against Labyrinth, no. Blade against War 3 Orc, I likely watched already. Maybe, possibly. So, something from the July? From the August? Hero against Hero, Happy Fortitude Lean, Lil DC against Trunks, no, it's an Elf Mirror. Fortitude against Kaha, no, thank you, no, please no. Moon against Lean, Blade against BSK. Lingua against Blade. Eh? No. Let me watch something nice. Simmons against Hitman a month ago, so still on the new patch. I mean, new patch, which is old patch. Jens against Hitman. I likely watched this one or something similar. I don't want to see another Night Elf against Human game today. Lin against Blade. I mean, it's not Lin, it's Lin Guagua. Starbuck against Labyrinth. No. Oh, Death Note against Insolite. That may be something interesting. Human against an Undead. On the previous patch, so Undead is a little bit imbalanced, but a little bit against Human. Tomb of Relics, instant Dreadlord. Yes! I thought it could be interesting, and it is. Could interest me. So, on Secret Volley, you want to creep your yellow spot. Dreadlord is going for an expansion. Are you going for an expansion? Yes, he's selling the TP, he's buying everything that is needed for an expa. Along with dust. What? Are you mad? Yeah, just go and buy Dust of Appearance. Instead of the second skull. Did they change the skull mechanics? I mean, the timing when skulls appear, because back then the stock of the skulls were 2, and instead of the second skull you just bought Dust of Appearance. Why? Because he can. Yeah, that's the only answer that comes to my mind. Human is playing without an expa, and Human was creeping, which is a terrible decision. Especially terrible against Dreadlord. Because you don't want to give Dreadlord free expansion, you don't want to give Dreadlord free levels. Since Dreadlord doesn't have any healing at the start of the game. He can't provide his ghouls with healing, he himself doesn't heal extremely quickly. Yes, he's a very sturdy hero with very good stats. But you always can pressure undead into a lot of damage, into playing passively for a little while when undead establishes expansion with the Dreadlord. The only thing you should be afraid of is, of course, being put to sleep twice and surrounded, and you got your stuff of teleportation, so you're not even afraid of that. But no. And now Human will just get away from the surround. Use stuff of TP right now. Yes. That was a baited sleep, you can just TP out now and then you'll be fine. Because you can heal up. Do you have a shop? No. Oh, that's unfortunate. You can't heal up? Okay, the situation changes a little bit. You need a shop for this to work. You just regenerate with your scroll of regeneration, and you come back, and Dreadlord is very, very red, and you're more or less fine, so you're not that afraid of him. But instead him decides to creep. That's acceptable. Getting Alchemist is also very acceptable. Was it for healing? Now he got Potion of Greater Healing, and he should get aggressive right now. Make more footies. It's a good moment to make a few more footies, like 2 more footies or so. At least one of these ghouls should die, likely 2 ghouls should die. That's not a complete surround. Archmage will be able to get out. Right now Archmage will not be able to get out, but he got a large healing potion, so... and an alchemist to save him. Yes, he may still die in the end, but it's at least 3 ghouls going down. And it just doesn't have enough ghouls. Fourth ghoul is going down, skeleton is going down. But I believe Nerubian Tower is ready on an expansion, yes, and there should be another one, and there should be shop. Is tier 2 being made on a main base of an undead? It should? I mean, quite likely that it is being made, being researched. Footies are trying to find themselves some kills. You may lose 2 of 3 footies here, but it's completely fine. Alchemist gets surrounded, Alchemist will die here, but... oh no! He was able to stuff himself away. One Acolyte goes down, second Acolyte will go down. Yeah, even if all the footies die, that's fine. 3 acolytes are completely worth it. And the last footy is being wrecked to shreds. Dreadlord decided to go for a carrion swarm on a single foot. Oh god, I don't know what he's doing, but he is not playing great. Insolite, why are you doing so many mistakes? Making so many mistakes. You need... What does he need right now? First he needs something to stop elements, of course. Got a shit ton of ghouls, but... he needs Tomb of Relics here, he needs Staff of Negation. And for all that he needs Tier 2. And he should have Tier 2 right now. Yes.
A player's forces
And
are
he isn't buying Staff of Negation, okay? I don't know why. He just hates winning. It's a freaking Staff of Negation. It's so good against elementals. Instead, he decides to run around with duels. Is he making... That's nice. And why is he running around on the map pointlessly? Is he trying to attack human base? It's a bad idea. He will not achieve all that much with just ghouls. There is a mortar team already.
Town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
And militia will be able to deal a shit ton of damage to these ghouls because... Oh, he made one attack upgrade on ghouls. That's questionable. Yeah, a lot of militia is dying because they are not militia for some reason. Archmage doesn't want to TP out. I would like him to TP out. Into... No. He wants to cancel the expansion and... Finally, militia was called. Expansion was cancelled. It's late. Of course, humans should be able to send back something. Archmage, Alchemist. He should not lose a hero in his base. Dreadlord is getting focused. Dreadlord is not getting anywhere out of here. He may kill the mortar team, but that's over. Expansion is gone. Dreadlord's gone. A lot of ghouls are also gone. And you, of course, can't afford yourself to have level 4.5 Dreadlord against level 4.5... Yeah, a level 4.5 Archmage and the level 3 Alchemist. And that is... too many mistakes, to be honest. Insolite is doing a lot of mistakes in this game. Making whatever. And he attacks again without any TP, but... a human got... Don't tell me human... Oh, human got 78 gold. Human isn't mining, of course, that matters, but... He got his last peasant alive. Oh god, the cannibalistic ghouls. It's a good moment, yeah, to just TP with your stuff. Now this poor militia will die. Yay! And that is a bit afraid of what's gonna happen, may happen. Meanwhile, his main base is going down. Boink. Last few shots. And no main base. And no hope destroyers, I believe he doesn't have a destroyer upgrade. Or does he? Nah, quite unlikely. No hope for the second hero, no hope for another really. So all he got now is a shit ton of ghouls and a lot of self-esteem. And of course human will win base race any day of the week. Archmage is running back already. Archmage is suspecting something. But no, it was a mistake. Ghouls ain't there. And here human will lose quite a large chunk of his army, but Archmage is coming back. And both heroes are surrounded. Oh god. That's quite the show. Alchemist is trying to save his partner in crime, which he will do. Three priests are still alive, but sadly priests do not really deal a lot of damage. But that's enough. Alchemist is going down. But all the ghouls are going down. Ah, he's still producing. He's producing not more than he is losing, but he got absolutely nothing to fight against 3 large water elementals. What are you gonna do now? 3 gods, the god of water himself hates you. Get wrecked.
A town is under siege.
Of course a lot of the acolytes will die, and human is producing, human is doing just fine. Dreadlord is 5.6 already. Now, if Nandat wins here, it'll be such a clowny game. That's a good position for a necropolis, by the way. That's a perfect position for a necropolis to spread blight further. Yes, it's not creep, but blight is still a nice thing to have where you fight. And that's another attack on human's base, but human is prepared, human will be able to defend with elementals alone. Hopefully, likely. And militia. You really do need militia in this situation. Ghouls do not have frenzy, I believe, because he was unable to research it. Damn, Dreadlord is level 6, but he got not enough mana. Yeah, militia was mandatory. But okay, finally Alchemist is back home. Alchemist will kill a lot of ghouls with his acid bomb. And it's not so easy for Dreadlord to get out of his current position. Ghoul goes down. A lot of ghouls are going down. Tier 3... Tier 2 is being made, I believe, on another side. I hope so, at least. Yeah, there is an Infernal. Possible Infernal, but... Of course, it's not there yet. And there will be some time before... some time will pass before Renandat will have an access to his mana potions. Do not tell me you're getting surrounded again. I'm glad to hear. Yeah, the only problem is that Undead has no single tower left. No single statue left. Human, of course, will be able to get away with just stuff of TP. These poor elementals have been slaughtered, but that's fine. Dreadlord is too afraid to join the fight. Now the ghoul goes down. So, what humans should do? I believe humans should make at least one more tower and guard tower. And it should be guard tower on his main. What for? His main problem now is an infernal, not anything else. Buy all the invulns in the world. Yeah, buy another invul, please. If there is any. A human isn't mining any lumber, so human is in some trouble. The problem is that slaughterhouse is still there. If the slaughterhouse was gone, it would be way worse for an undead. Oh, human decided to buy boots. That was a questionable decision on an archmage. And human decided to creep with an archmage who is level 5. Of course, he doesn't need to. That was a bad idea. Instant militia, instant runaway. No? Okay. Archmage is coming back. Time for an infernal. Boom. Yeah, but what else do you have other than a freaking infernal? Yes, an infernal is very scary. Who argues? But you'll die in the end. Human needs an expo. Human may benefit from making anything happen, really. Yeah, infernal is just too large. Another peasant goes down, and another one, and it was... all these kills were unnecessary. For some reason, human just decided to make these sacrifices. That was a bad crit swarm. Because it was not enough, and now Undead doesn't have enough mana, and I would not be opposed to Alchemist healing back his peasants to full. Archmage is trying to... Oh, one priest is of course enough and a good decision. Archmage is trying to achieve something.
The player's forces are under attack.
He's still slowed by ghouls, but no surround is going to happen. That was a good acid bomb. Yeah, and these two elementals. Another chunk of ghouls will die. 2 ghouls went down, 3 ghouls will go down. And another acid bomb, please! Oh, it! No. Okay. If you don't want to, you of course can throw it into just a single enemy, which matters not. Archmage is being surrounded, but he should be fine. Yeah, there's an invul on him, and an invul on Dreadlord. Dreadlord doesn't have access to any healing. He is almost level 7, but this Tomb of Relics will not establish. And of course Archmage got a TP. Alchemist got surrounded, which is sad. Alchemist will live for a while. That was a bad decision. Yep. he had to give this TP to an alchemist. That was extremely stupid decision by human. And Undead is making his expansion. Human still doesn't have any. Will an Undead just win because human doesn't have an expansion? That would be sad. Go and creep the red spot. You can do it with just elementals alone. No? Come on, human. Do it. Please do it. You really need to creep this red spot. Nope. He decides to wait for his doom. And his doom is quite close, because he likely got, what, yeah, two grand in his gold mine. That's not much. And it decides to attack, but it's completely pointless. Yes, he'll spawn an infernal. And of course, human needs something on an enemy's end of the base. Side of the base. This rifle may die. Yeah, if you control your rifles like that, they all will die. Militia is called too late. At least healing is available. Turtle is gone. The tower is also gone, and an undead will pay with time and few ghouls, and judging by how human is very passive, human will not be able to make anything out of this time. There is no infernal, just freaking establish your expo. Nope. He decided to chase for a while, and then he decided to go and buy something in his shop. Sells TP stuff, buys TP. And what next? What are you gonna do next? Nothing. That's why I'm a bit mad about all this tier 2, tier 3 players. They are playing too passively. Yes, there is an expansion all of a sudden. And you've got level 7 Dreadlord with a statue that regenerates his mana constantly to deal with. That was a good sleep. And it will be another Crypt Swarm, and everything human has will die. Just imagine if he had an Expo. Nope. Expos are for pussies. Another Dead Alchemist. No, he was able to get a TP. It's just painful to watch. I'm skipping a few seconds just to save myself and anyone who may decide to watch it sometime. Expansion. You still had time. I mean, you still got time even now. After this Infernal, you'll still be able to establish an expansion. And again, he's so late on his militia. Just... nope. No Crypt Swarm as of now. No. There was one. But now Infernal will die. Archmage will have his level 6 expansion. Do me a favor, establish an expansion. No, who needs expos? I
Players'
can
forces
win!
are under attack.
I've got 100 gold in my gold mine. I should try attacking expansion with the Nerubian tower again. Because I'm so good. And Redlord is just regaining all the mana he can. Yeah, chase the statue! You hate this statue! The human realized something. The fact that there is no more gold in his main base. He started long distance mining, but it's not something that will help him. Because Dreadlord is already there.
A player's forces
With
are
mana potion. He will lose his own
A
expo there.
town is under siege.
For some reason, I don't know why. He of course can defend against human. But human is losing his main base. It's a Mastipi, quite good Mastipi, but again we suffer from the fact that Mastipi makes you quite vulnerable to Creep Swarm. Now Undead got evacuated. No? Now an Undead decides to not win this game. Because Alchemist level 6 will also be able to win this game without any problem. Since the longer the game goes, the more powerful Alchemist level 6 will be. Destroyer upgrade is being made. That may work against elementals, but you've got one statue and you will not have much more. So it doesn't do all that much damage. It would be a good idea to creep right now. Just for gold, for items.
A player's forces are under attack.
Human will lose all these peasants. That's Dreadlord level 9 or almost level 9. Human got no gold whatsoever, and he will lose his remaining peasants. No, Dreadlord decides to give up and run away. That's fine. There is just... No, there was enough gold for additional statue. No gold for a single destroyer though. Oh god, why? He can sell his Mantle of Intelligence and get gold for a single destroyer, and he gains gold from what? From where? Oh, he's selling some. Okay.
A player's forces are under attack.
He decides to creep, finally! He creeps an expansion! Yes, that's something that may work. You know, something that may have worked like 10 minutes ago? Two destroyers will not be enough against large water elementals. Against 3 large water elementals? No, no, no. Alchemist is 5.7. Alchemist is desperate for level 6. The moment Alchemist will be level 6, these destroyers will not be happy to be alive. Oh! He will lose his whole army. Now the ghoul goes down. The destroyer is out. Alchemist must be saved. Oh, there is no TP on him. Oh. I'm just grateful for this game to exist. Because it's a good way to funnel my anger into something. Okay, that's over. And that one. Thanks for watching, if anyone was watching. Have